with the Omen and the Viper. But what's different is their picks on the Initiator as well as that. Oh, there we go. Like it's locked in race. As well as that Cypher coming in from Jansen. And Jansen on the Cypher has been a treat to watch, has not been Lot.
Very much so. Jansen, when he's paired up with Markel, they work together so well for some reason. That could also just be because Markel is such a seasoned player, because he works well with Doctor as well. But for some reason, earlier on, the first 2 weeks of the split, where we see RDA in matches, Jansen and Markel, when they're left in like these 2vx scenarios with sheriffs, mind you, they somehow win those.
It's like nasi and ayam, roti and curry, lot and mesi, you know.
Mama and shawarmas.
Oh, yeah.
This is not bias or anything, but I still want to thank Mark L for buying me a drink over on Mama that night. Thanks, buddy. Good stuff. He was enjoying the shawarma. That shawarma really powers him up. I can tell.
Honestly, dude, it's honestly one of the best I've tasted. If anybody ever drops by RDA's shop, like there's a shawarma downstairs, it is some of the best you'll ever eat. Like, I'm not even kidding here. But now, enough talk about the food, because I think it'll just get us both hungry. You know what we can feast on, though? This matchup here. As the barriers are going to drop, we will see how they're choosing to approach this.
Oh, look at this. Instant rotation coming in from Flaring straight away into B-Link. Doctor trying to find this kill over onto Pud J, but he has to be wary of the threat that is going to be coming from boxes over there. There's the entry. It comes through. The fights are rough, but Fixie wins it out somehow. Double kill. Pud J and Riza go down, and he's already deep into spawn. Redco has to be so careful when turning around this corner, because there is Fixie. Jump spot is good as well. Nade comes through. Fixie's on for a tear.
Oh my God.
He's already on 4 kills. He's 71 HP. Has to be careful going around the corner. Flaring is there. Ghost is given onto Flaring. 25 armor, but doesn't even matter. Jansen shuts it down. Fixie just went in 5th gear all the way.
Oh, okay. Just that's the Fixie we wanted to see, right? We've talked a lot about the Doctor, but Fixie, man, he was almost gone during that Nexka matchup. And now he's bringing the fire to this team once again. This playmaker.
Shots coming out from Doctor. He's going to try and attempt the same thing, but let's be careful. Riza's here, just holding that angle. And this time there's an extra player over onto the seaside. See if they can figure that out just yet.
It's going to be a stack here, but with information that they are able to gather, I think they know that's going to be that's going to be 3 players, but Pud J already getting shredded by Fixie's Bulldog there, claiming another kill for himself. And it's going to be one more orb before the showstopper. If we see a round 2 showstopper here, that'd be kind of crazy.
Yes, sir. Markel.
On the other side of the map.
Yeah, Markel's waiting for that. Oh, God. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, Flaring manages to only get the one. Sube turns around for it. That could have been a bit messy if there was any other weapon there. Right click's not going to land. Sube going for the flash. Popped a little bit too late. Snuck under it, but... Oh, gotta be careful from the nades there. Don't want to get taken out. Naka's going to back away.
Yeah, can you imagine the BM if we see Fixie pop showstopper for this? That'd be kind of funny, but at the same time, please don't. Not even needed.
All targets eliminated.
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left. Hopefully that's enough. There.
6-1 scoreline for Fixie, honestly. So on point. RDA 2-0 now. Alvi will have the rifles this time around with a full set of utility to try to fight this off. So it seems like A will be the side of their choice, but for the rest of RDA here, they're just going to be defaulting up towards its B main position here. Sube, Doctor, Fixie, all defaulting. Now the executes are going to come through. The showstopper pop. And it's going to be the site completely given.
If only the dog could break through the door. That'd be terrifying, huh? Straight out the Kool-Aid man. Comes the dog, but there's Markel fighting Redco. Fixie's around the corner with the judge. Nakia has to clear this properly. What is that range? He finds the headshot, and Riza finds two back onto Markel and Jensen. He finds the one tap onto Sube as well. Fixie has to scramble to try and get some spacing for himself. He does. He isolates the fight so far. But time is running out, and I don't think he has satchels. Oh my god, Fixie, he's just going for long range fights with the shotgun. A 1v2, he doesn't care. I think he loaded up flechette rounds in that. Hello? Get me that option.
Fixie, this is an FEL. This is a VCT.
Dear lord.
He's 10-1. He's 10-1.
My god.
There.
Dude, chat's gonna go crazy. They're gonna start spamming Fixie my goat or something.
Fixie my goat. Fixie my goat.
All right. Another true test comes here for Fixie though. They don't want to get ecoed by Elevate here. Elevate, they have crazy thrifties. We've seen it before. They're gonna throw out the blind. Ooh, going high up into the air is Fixie. Don't think he meant to go for that elevation. He's scrambling for this fight here, being very, very scrappy with it. He has to survive, but Pudj just goes through, shuts down Fixie, and takes out Sube as well. He pivots around, finds that shot, and he's very aware that Markel is around here in the corner of the back, and he finds that kill as well. Pudj is doing everything to hold this site. He has the rifle upgrade, 85 HP. He's backed up by his teammate. Jansen finds flaring. Redco finds the headshot into Jansen, but Pudj 4K finds the doctor. It's heroics, and he's the cowboy of the site.
Thrifty.
This time around, RDA aren't able to conquer the mountain. Pudj. Huge on that clutch. We've seen him before. And remembered this name. Man.
Done. My god.
That's
what all the players are repping, right?
Yeah.
That's a crazy way to come alive onto the leaderboard, though, for your first 4 kills. He's 1 off already for his lockdown.
Okay, this is so much more of a conservative setup here. I wonder if it's because Nakia has that showstopper. They're waiting for a proactive play from the side of Elevate. A double satchel showstopper kind of thing. That's definitely possible. Flaring is already up on this rubble position. Going through his one-way smokes, allowing Redco to scale up with him as well. Jump spots come out. No information so far, but if anybody's peeking this line, the paranoia is going to come through. Trade of Ito between both these players.
Oh, and it's getting crunched upon. Oh, Sube finds that shot right through the smoke. They know Flaring was up there. He finds a second as well. Redco equalizes it back. Takes it down to the man advantage as well, but he's low on HP. A little bit of the battle of the IGLs here, and Doctor wins it out. Okay, so now into the 2-on-2. Doctor and Jansen are left. And these two, they work great together as well.
30 seconds
but Riza and Pudj, cerebral players on their own. Sharpshooters as well.
But look at this.
Oh, gosh.
Elevate have settled onto the A's side. Meanwhile, RDA, they've outmaneuvered, outsmarted them. 13 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
The option to run to C is technically there, but yeah, that'd be a little too egregious. Opting to plant the spike on towards B instead. Who do you think takes this slot?
It depends. It all depends on the first engagement. It all depends on how much HP gets chipped away as well.
Toxins going
The Guardian has to hit its shots as well. Riza goes through. Doctor doesn't catch the timing, but Jansen and Doctor win it out. I don't know. That's hard to say. That's hard to say who wins that. It's so... This level of competition between both of these teams, anything could happen.
Definitely.
Not only because the factors are the players, but also because it's Valorant. Anything could happen.
True.
Jansen could swing and could still miss on a 0.1 like inaccuracy on his Guardian. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me.
Someone accidentally presses spacebar on their keyboard, shoots someone through his smoke 30 miles away.
But luckily, all normal so far. Well, as normal as you can think it can be for the game. Scoreline though might be a little bit
be
different.
contact and explode.
I've got
Fix
your
it.
child.
Oh my god.
Bomb buddy up.
Just goes
Yeah,
in.
showstopper.
Yeah, he does. He has it again.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, just holds down the line. Saw the muzzle flash as well and just pulls the trigger onto flaring. Fixie is alive. He's here. And he's down to take Elevate out. 13-3 is Fixie so far on the leaderboard. No one is close to him.
You know why? Because we're only 6 rounds in.
It's kind of
There's only so many kills on the map.
It's
and Fixie's
kinda-
taking all of them.
It's kind of insane, no? Elevate calling the timeout here. Should be looking at maybe them swaying the rounds back if they have a game plan. They have 4 ults available to them. Break it down for me here. What's a hypothetical you could go with?
Okay. Elevate have a really strong chance to try to steal a site off of the hands of RDA, right? I'm particularly looking towards A because that Nightfall is so strong for a bigger bomb site. Well, not a bigger bomb site, but a wider bomb site. And A is the perfect spot for that. Because not only can you tag up players on the site, you can also tag up players on towards stairs as well if you get the angle correct. That's insane coverage. And then they can combo that together with the lockdown to basically get the site for free here and finish it off with the Viper's Pit if they choose to do so. But 3 ultimates might be a little bit overkill here, but we'll see what the call is to be made here. It's RDA. RDA has some crazy plays available to them as well. Off of Fixie's showstopper, no less. I'm pretty surprised Riza didn't opt to burn the Viper's Pit very early on, or maybe it has? No, it hasn't just yet.
No, maybe he's waiting for the entry back, but oh, there goes PUDJ taken down by the showstopper as well. Nate comes through into Waterfall. PUDJ finds the nade kill onto Mark L. That had to be back around into the water area by the boxes. Sube doubles up. Finds 2 more players on Elevate. And Fixie is around the corner. Doesn't even have to pull the trigger. His teammate does it for him. Left into the 1-on-3 is the Frenchman. This is overwhelming forces. And even Sir Lafayette goes down.
Man. I think, honestly, the call was because Fixie had showstopper, right? So deploying that Viper's Pit would be a bit too risky. Or they're already saving that for a later round and they're choosing to commit the Nightfall for this round for their retake. That made a lot of sense to me, but Fixie's showstopper, man. It's the stuff of legends, isn't it?
He's pairing it up with, was it Nokia? Getting the doubles as well. Could still very much happen. Flaring out in the open, has to be really careful. They're flashing out to try and take back some space, and they're fighting for it. Redcoat gets the shot, but Sube just runs it down, finds all 3 targets in mid. It is completely open. A's just for them, all for them. Riza PUDJ left alone in the clutch, and he's tagged out over in Link. He can just fight for this. Jansen, he's going to play it a little bit safer. You don't have to give anything to Elevate. Doctor shuts down Pudge as well, sharp on the trigger. Riza left to hold himself and to spawn. Gets the first one. Second, not going to be there. Too close on the angle. Doctor shuts it out. 7-round lead for RDA. 6 in the gap.
Teams are here.
Careful.
Figured out.
They did homework, dude.
Homework? They did research for the thesis.
He had a
man.
PhD, bro. The doctor is defending his PhD.
Literally. They're defending their thesis here from Elevate. Actually, they will not be taking A side here. We will be sending Fixie into double satchel, strafe around him. He might get traded out by Redco, but Jensen will trade him back.
Do not continue like this. Here we go. Sube flashes out, but doesn't get the kill. It's actually going to go all the way into Elevate's favor here. Jansen left alone. But there is a window back into this. He has a minute left on the clock, all the time to play with. And the health isn't really there for one of these players. Oh, but if he swings out like this, it's just, yeah, too much to handle. So Elevate, they find their second there. Be careful lah. Sometimes someone can make a very good counterpoint to your thesis and then that happens.
That's true. That's completely true. But RDA, we'll see what they have in the tank left because Elevate, they still have that Viper Pit online and they're posturing Riza towards C now. And I'm thinking this could be the round where it gets put down.
Yep. Called it. And with the gap that exists at the moment, yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. RDA are gonna play it very, very slow. Very, very slow. But there's the alarm bot, and that's the giveaway. So down goes the Viper's Pit. No advancement just yet.
Okay, Trailblazer being sent in to try to clear some space, but the double
my God, they
satchel and
pushed through
paranoia
this.
is going to be huge.
Oh my god, they pushed through it and they won it out. Redco swings out and he dies to Fixie over the top. They forced the Viper's Pit. And they slay the snake inside.
Planted.
Nakia getting tapped out already, but taps back Doctor. Surgical from him as well. Waiting for his teammate to come around. Needs all the help he can get to try and take this back. He doesn't have his nade, but he can get it refreshed if he gets one more kill to try and clear A corner. But with the way things are going, yeah, it looks like they're going to call it. Wow, okay, RDA.
Traveling.
8th round for them, essentially locked in, forcing the Viper's Pit and fighting in the mess that is the green goo.
The green goo?
Their green goo.
Man, Elevate. I'm surprised RDA went for that play. As decisively as they did as well. Just no hesitation. The kings that they've shown have just been completely ironed out from last week. Their Lotus. And their attack no less. Stronger than ever. 8-2, 6 rounds in the lead. I don't want to say anything just yet, but they're looking very solid right now.
Thing is, Elevate are relatively calm in situations like this. Game isn't over for them until it's completely over.
Yeah, it's going to be a grind down to the very finish here, but RDA, we'll see if they have grit to match this pace from Elevate. As a doctor, he's just scaling up freely on towards C main here. Not a single piece of utility to deny his presence. Opting to walk away back to Mount just for now. Sending the Trailblazer in for some information.
No push just yet, and it was the greatest call they could have done. Because Redco not only rotated there, but J was around the corner with a judge. So they've avoided death in the meantime, but it's a lone Frenchman here. gonna rotate away and give the space up. Nokia is going to be, I think, the first obstacle here, assuming they don't just fill in into Link, which they might be doing. There's the first one, and the lineup comes through for Flaring. It might be the ace for him, but no, Jansen shuts him down. He has to find the fight all the way up into spawn. He flicks, he's good for it. Left into the 1-on-3, but his HP is dwindling. There's this fight, and oh my god, he's trying to find every single one of these. He's isolated all of them. Spike is there, 14 seconds. Both players are around the corner bend. They have to chase him.
10 seconds left.
Jansen, if you could truly do this, you'd be an absolute hero and it'd be an absolute comeback. But
Oh my god, there's just enough.
There's the nano swarm, and it's too much damage around the corner. Flaring, what a hero. The lone Frenchman in that corner.
Last round
He
in the
doesn't
half.
need a firing squad. He just needs himself.
Yeah. Coming online now. 9-9, but again, a real chance for RDA to get a really strong lead already. This time around, their ultimates aren't going to be as strong. They have the neural theft, which is going to be really good in helping them educate the mid-round decisions if they can try to find a pick. They do have the ultimate from Doctor as well as the Viper's Pit. That might be a post-plant angle. And C seems to be like the name of the game here. Supe! What a pick!
Oh my god, but the tracking from Riza is so much better. He triples up as well. The Nightfall comes in as well, just to make sure that no one else is going to push through. Make sure they're all disorientated. And yeah, they're going to try and back off. They're going to call this one off. They don't have to push this anymore. They've lost it all over. Somehow, Riza fought that off. And he made it look excellent.
Cover going out.
Jansen and Doctor now, they have 45 seconds left to work with. Not too sure if they're going to call for the re-hit. I mean, they really have to. It's round 12. Can't really be saving. Riza up top. He's feeling it. You can tell. Look at the crosshair placement. There's the flick going over. Nearly the ace. Jansen left back into this position of clutching. See what he can do. Finds that first one. Knows this fight is around the corner. There's a shotgun. He has to be so careful. His health is dwindling away. Finds the headshot, but Flaring flanks him just in time. 4-8 is the scoreline. A lead still for RDA, but Elevate have found a little bit of momentum before that gets shut out on them.
Now, we have seen Elevate's attack on Lotus before. RDA have managed to basically secure a pretty good buffer for themselves. A lead of 4 rounds, like you said. But whether or not they will be able to weather the storm that is Elevate's attacking is going to be the biggest test here if they want to claim this 2-0 clean. Looks like for Elevate, A seems to be like the name of the game.
Toxins going up.
This is typical Elevate too. The slow crawl. Everyone is here. RDA, they might have a little bit of a read on this. They have 3 players here. To try and stop any sort of shenanigans from happening. Redco has to be careful here not to let the gun barrel show first because there's 2 players around the corner.
Spike down.
And is gonna get traded out hard, but Nokia, he doubles up. Finds both Fixie and Sube. Nade doesn't land. It bounces back against him. Jansen is around the corner. Oh my gosh, right click fight. The Doctor only finds 1. Spike is going to go down, and Jansen, he's over here by the one-way at drop. He has a chance. Nokia and Flaring are both 20 and 12 HP, respectively. Liable to one-shots on the Ghost. So this is doable, but they have to be really careful to try and win this round back. There's the shots coming through, and it's all bodies, and they're all dropped in tree. Triple swing was nothing to them with the amount of HP that they had.
Man, you talked about Mark L and Jansen, but
It's
now,
always these two. It's always these two.
right? The 2 biggest culprits of these clutches. If it's anybody to be left alive in the situations for those defense clutches. It is always them. Bro, they were like Ninja Van, man. They delivered that. Next day shipping, baby.
Well, we'll see if the same day deliverance is going to come through. Either 10th for RDA or 5th for Elevate. Rushing in is Fixie, taking control of Rubble. And already they've chipped away a bit of HP from Riza and Nakia. We said before, Elevate on Sheriffs, don't count them out.
Tripwire is going to be broken. But Jansen's camera is set up in a way that it's going to be really hard to clear it. They don't hard push that choke point here.
Oh, Markel has to be so
Markel,
careful
he's
here.
really far forward with this outlaw here. This peak. Oh, the timing's going to be really close on it.
Oh,
Gets both the shots, actually. The ghost comes out, but Redcoat trades it back with the Sheriff.
yeah, and they're going to go through the door. Door opens up again, so Redcoat's the first one through. He's kind of disconnected for his team. He's waiting for them to group up all together. There's the flash, and there's the swing from Doctor as well. Pajay takes that shot. He's been the sharpest one on the Sheriff. Can't count him out just yet. Goes for the shot, but looks away just a bit too fast. Fixie finds that kill. RDA are on 10.
Double digits here. They are disregarding the speed limit, baby. Who cares who is on the other side? Man, and now it's going to be a tougher round for them because they are on the bonus round. They won't have any of the ultimates available to them. And the rest of Elevate here, they will have full rifles across the board. But it seems like, oh, remember how we talked about RDA's proactive defense?
Oh, yeah. You can tell.
We see a little bit of a gamble stack this time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to pay off. The rest of the team here for Elevate, they're now scaling up towards Rubble. Not a single man left behind the 10 to the flank here.
And the more Markel jump spots at, the more they know, especially with the doors coming out, especially with the util dropping down onto A. Yeah, jig is up. They know where this is going to end now, so this is going to be a very, very scrappy retake unless Jansen can play spoiler and take out one or two before he goes down himself. He's waiting for his team. There's a dog coming through, going to drop into the one-way, and no one is around the corner just yet. Cleared so far. Elevate have receded and given up the space onto the site. And they have to be careful. There's the first kill coming through. Redcoat finds the IGL of RDA. Fixie, he's going to go up for the fight. Takes out the turret. He's more aware of other swings coming in. Markel is going down. The spam is way, way too much in that one angle. But Sube got the defuse. Wait, Sube got the defuse. They stole the round away.
Can we celebrate that?
It's robbery.
My eyes were glued to Fixie's POV because I was convinced he was going to pull some crazy crap there. But
No, it's Sube, the thief. The thief in the night.
pros are fake, man.
Frozone fake, yeah. And I think they were just buying him time as well. Just feed the crosshairs, everything, all the kills, sway it away from the one spot they could be looking at, and they get it through. Okay, Elevate still have a buy available, but it's getting lower and lower. If they find this round against RDA, they will break the economy a little bit and strong hand themselves some rounds.
Elevate are scaling back on towards A here, leaving Jansen alone with that outlaw. On towards stairs, not spotting anybody just yet. Tree's gonna be cleared. Single shot rings out from outlaw. Doesn't tag anybody just yet. But now the tripwire. It's going to set off alarm bells now for RD as the rest of the team stampeding in to retake the side.
Shadows traveling.
Spike is dropped. A little bit of info given with the boombot shot coming through. Doesn't really land on anyone just yet, so Entry is going to come in from Fixie, essentially. Oh, the flick back from Nokia is good. Takes down Doctor, but Markel finds the kill. What was that? He finds that flick upwards onto Nokia, but it finds a double kill back with the Showstopper as well. So now it's just left to Jansen against PUBG, and time is running out. He's playing with the door. Jansen has to find this kill. He has to have this or something. He's going to hold it down, and he's going to pray. He's going to pray that these shots don't land, but it does. 5-11. That was so messy. It's just kills coming in the flash.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. All things considered, if you told me the scoreline right now, I would have asked you, Elevate's doing classic Elevate things again. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, we'd be having some of like yesterday's copium, I think.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, RDA going toe-to-toe against, in terms of standings, the best team in the region right now. And look at this trap set that they have on B. I wanted to talk about this last round. They were defaulting towards that A position. They have that Sky Flash to give the info for this Paranoia. And it will be Fixie to make a play with the Satchel. Opting to dismantle that setup instead. I think... Ooh, they might be forcing their hand a little bit now. Granted, it's a bit of an eco round. You can take a few risks here and there. But Elevate will be doing none of that. They might be walking into Mark L side here, committing the Nightfall to essentially getting solo ulted. But understandably so. It's an eco round. You don't want to be walking to the stack here. Viper's Pit is going to come out as a response. Frenzy in hand. Mark L, what moves do you have to show us today?
To see, this has to be a blitz of a round for them to try and take this back. Some damage is already going through, and Riza, he dies out to the nades. So already an advantage given, and Jansen finds a kill onto Flaring. They're actually crunching down on Elevate. Elevate, they have to hold their ground. The defuse is coming through, and they don't know it just yet. PUBG, he's flicking all around, but Doctor, he's holding it, and they robbed Elevate of another round. Not only did they rob them in the gun round, they robbed them with a thrifty 4-match point. RDA are one off from actually sending Elevate a point down into the standings. And Elevate, they had to fight so far back for this.
A 7-round lead!
They have to learn so hard and adapt so fast to try and take this back, because oh boy, there's not much you can do. Look at the ults alive that's online for RDA. And Fixie is gonna go for it. He's high up in the air, shoves the rocket down into Redco. That's the leader down. The first of the Kings is off the board. There's the flick coming through. The rifles are winning out their fight. And Nokia goes down. God. RDA have done it.
RDA,
the Drifters have climbed
RDA.
mountaintop, dude. They have done it. They claimed the flag atop the mountaintop of Elevate.
Okay,
and they've set them down.
There's so many things. There's so many things to unpack here, okay? First of all, Elevate they just had their undefeated run completely demolished in the derby here by RDA. I can't believe it. And it's a 2-0 clean. We
were expecting this to go all the way to sunset, because we knew Elevate are, well, they're okay, they're strong on sunset, but that's where they kind of fumble on certain strategies, and RDA have a chance there. But the fact that RDA took the fight into their map pick on Lotus, that is insane. That is insane.
And then there's Fixie, right? Oh, what? The conversation of that Fixie versus Nokia, some of the best duelist rookies that we've seen come into our region. The first kills, the pulse plans tell you the story you need to hear, man. 8 out of 9 conversions. RDA, once they get onto the bomb site, they've been so proficient in, first of all, having Fixie just claim all this space that forces the defenders to try to retake from the back foot is so hard to play against. I don't think Elevate was ready for it. And RDA, Fixie, man, this unstoppable force of nature, such a superstar coming to this matchup. We'll be seeing the stats very shortly, but man, look at the clutches too.
Yeah, no. And those clutches, they were huge as well when they happened. Absolutely amazing stuff coming in from RDA. But Elevate, we can't take them for granted either. You know, like some of their game plan that they had for this Lotus, you could see it was falling into place. But even then, they made it a close fight. Fixie's gonna be your MVP for RDA. Yeah, it just makes sense. 7 first kills, 319 ACS. This kid was flying into the site. The pistol round was pretty much the pin on the corkboard to tell you where this kid is.
It's just something else to see. And the rest of the team here, we saw their performance really come into question as we head into last week. But now, all critics are silenced with this performance. They've essentially beaten out one of, if not probably previously, one of the best teams in the region, claiming the spot for themselves, and that's going to be your MVP here, Mr. Fixie himself. 30% headshot rate, probably from the shotgun syndrome, you know what I mean? But 319 ACS, 21 kills, like 30% of his kills, like 33.3333 something, rounded up to the second decimal place. 1/3 of his kills essentially was from the first bloods to open up a round.
Like you said, this guy, he came out of nowhere, essentially. Has a little bit of a fan base already with the way he plays. And yeah, I mean, it just shows. And he's fit perfectly into this operation that RDA are running, right? What amazing stuff coming out from them. And in terms of the head-to-head, right? Nakia, he was there for a bit, but he wasn't as on. He wasn't as online as before. He was okay.